Hey, welcome back to J&R Music and Computer World in New York City. Brett Hamilton. If you're looking for a camera that's 12 megapixel, also shoots 24 frames per second in the movie mode, will let you change lenses, becomes standard with an 18 to 105 millimeter lens, I've got it right here. It's Nikon's D90 12-megapixel digital SLR camera kit with an 18 to 105 millimeter VR lens. This Nikon uses something called an 11-point autofocus system. Plus, it's got face recognition built in. So at any given time, it's trying to find 11 different points to make sure that whatever you're shooting and not the background is a nice, clean, sharp image. Plus, 4.5 frames per second of continuous shooting. So if the kids are running by, you're shooting a sporting event, you're pretty much guaranteed to get the shot that you're looking for. 12.3 megapixel image quality, that's 4288 by 2848 in resolution. The pictures are going to look gorgeous. A really fast startup, okay? 0.15 milliseconds in power up time, and then split second, 65 milliseconds of shooting lag. So every time you're hitting this button, it's always ready to fire. It's almost like hanging onto an automatic weapon. Plus, keep in mind, this is not just a still camera, it's a video camera as well. And that's terrific when it comes time to changing the lens, because you're not only changing the view for your still frames, but any video that you might be shooting as well. We've all seen the commercials with Ashton. This is a great video camera as well. 24 frames per second at 720p HD. You're shooting HD videos with your still camera at 1280 by 720 resolution. Not only beautiful still frames, beautiful video as well. Now, the camera comes equipped with an 18 to 105 millimeter lens, but keep in mind, as you can see here, you can change it to pretty much anything you want. In the past, when it came time to changing a lens, it was always susceptible to dust, and that meant sometimes sending the camera back to the manufacturer. No longer. This has a built-in 4-frequency ultrasonic image sensor. This is going to clean all of your different sensors so you don't have to send it out, and each time you snap a new lens on, you're ready to shoot. On the back of the camera, there's a live view button. Click on it, and now you have the option of looking at whatever you're shooting either through the viewfinder or the full-color LCD. Here's our control knob right on the top. Lots of options, including our scene mode. Of course, there's a program mode. There's your manual mode as well. Another really cool button is on the other side of the camera, and this is our focus point. This tiny little control here will help us pick our focal point to make sure that those 11 points of focus are all being used. I also love the fact that it's got this little tiny focus light. This is cool. You can actually help the camera find its focal point before it starts taking pictures. On the back of the camera, you can't miss the gigantic 3-inch super density, 920,000 dot color LCD monitor. You can see everything on this beautiful picture. Inside the menu itself, tons of options. We can play around with our picture control. You can manage the picture control. There's your image quality. Your image size can be manipulated as well, as you can see here. Moving back out again, there's a white balance. Even your ISO sensitivity settings. The lowest is around 200, working your way all the way up to 3200. Plus, we can play around with our movie settings as well. Once we go inside, you set the quality, so obviously the higher the setting, the less memory. Inside what I like to call the sub-menu is a bunch of really cool features as well. You can change the language if necessary. There's even a GPS tag, so you can essentially label where the photograph was taken. You've got your brightness. Here's where you're going to clean up your image sensors. Go inside now. Look, it's done. Video mode, got options for that. Your HDMI outputs. And a retouch menu. Once the photographs have been taken, you can clean up the pictures inside the camera. And the camera works with an SD high-capacity card, so you're never going to run out of space. You can load it up with thousands and thousands of images. Nice and easy pop-up flash. And of course, the lithium-ion battery is inside. You are set to go. The Nikon is a gorgeous camera. The D90 12-megapixel can be picked up right now from J&R Music and Computer World if you call them at 800-806-1115 or anytime on the web at jr.com.